What's going on, everyone? Good evening. We doing good? Zura joining in. Let's play knight f6 today, that's how I feel. So we take here, takes. What's hanging here? I guess we can take here. Something very suspicious going on here. Let's go in the corner. I think we just gave up a pawn. For no good particular reason. But alright, first game is a test to what is to come. Let's bring the rook in. Yo, what's up, Sava? What's up, King 1? Sava, good to see you, bro. What you been up to? Not sure which direction we're going here. Yo! We got a little bit of a hype going in here. What's going on, David? What's going on, Nico? 40 months, bro. That's insane. That is insane. Thank you, bro. You good? We got a little bit of the hype train going. Let's go here. Oh, he moves the rook. I thought he was gonna take here. Okay, I guess we have to go back now. 11 also is 12 months, man. Some OGs here. We don't have a concrete threat here, but you know, we're making someone uncomfortable. Nico, you still chessing or too busy with work? Oh yeah, there's a World Series, right? World Series. So we take there, takes there, takes there, takes there, takes there, rook d3. Oh man, time. Time. I see. No teaching at all? You gave up the teaching gig? Okay, now actually we may be getting some counterplay here. Ah, kind of blundered. Whew. Hopped in here, hopped in there, hopped in everywhere. Mateo, what's up? Hola, bro. Soy Mateo. Take my like. I'm gonna take your like, Xin, RB. They appreciate you, Saba, here and there both. Let's go. Sports. That was a good game, yeah. Sports as of work. Saba, why are you not sleeping, bro? What's up with you? It's fun. Nona is playing. You asked on the other on YouTube chat if we have been following Magnus, Kukesh, Fabi, Nakamura in that tournament. Man, I didn't follow at all. Did you? Did you guys follow? But you know what? I'll be following. Starting tomorrow, there will be. Starting tomorrow, there will be FIDE World Cup. FIDE World Cup is starting tomorrow. Wait, what's happening in Italy? Is there something happening? Some event happening in Italy? Co-ed softball and soccer. And getting into golf? I see, bro. Okay, with white we're playing e4. e5, knight f3. Let's go d4. And then I go bishop c4, short castle. Rook e1. Takes, knight c3. Queen d7. Queen d7, alright. What is that about? Bishop h6. Takes here. I don't know why we're doing this, but... Bro, I've been wanting to get into golf for so long. My cousin's been playing like crazy amount, like quite a bit, and he's been telling me, you gotta get into it. We're doing some very suspicious stuff here, but... Okay, let me lower the music and talk a little more about chess. How is soccer? Co-ed soccer. Your girl must have convinced you to join soccer, huh? I don't want to draw, bro. Does this look that drawish? Oh man. Oh man. Okay. We gotta be a little careful here, not to get in trouble. I think our opponent is a little upset we didn't take a draw, so now he's pushing for the win. Something suspicious going on here now. Fumble. Fumble. Yeah, I feel the same way. I never played the 8 hole. I only played the... Yo. Maya, is that your name? Maya? What's the gambit called when you sacrifice on c3 and black pawn is on d4? Smith Mora? Who's singular brain cell? You playing goalie makes a lot of sense. It would be really hard to get the goal, get the ball across you, huh? I'm not sure I understand the question, bro. What are you asking? Wait, this is not hanging, right? Is it? One. I have as many defenders as I can possibly have. Which way do we go? This way or this way? Or do we go d5 first? I like that. Let's go g5 f4 to make this bishop, to put the bishop in the jail. I should have played knight a5. That was weak of me. Okay, we swindled something. Bruh. Bruh. I think on this move I go here and queen b3. By queen b6, don't I take a pawn? Check. Knight b4 is there, right? So here, and now I was thinking to go here, not to allow knight or knight b4. I mean, we are still allowing it, but now I was thinking we can take and go up, and then bring the bishop back to d3. This is the key move, in my opinion. And now I think we keep an extra pawn. Really? He's gonna allow this? Alright. Get some squeeze going. So fuck this guy. Takes. Yeah, I think it's completely lost because if rook moves, we take on b6. Here. Check. Probably d6. And let's just bring the king. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Maybe I should have done knight. Bro, are you serious? Oh my. Lorenzo, what's up? What's up, Waja? Oh, this guy is hanging, bro. I literally forgot that about the fact that this guy was saying he could just capture here. Wait, what are you saying? Vienna Gambit? Ida says Vienna Gambit, put it in the trash. Well, true, kinda true, but... Okay, Ida, relax. Relax, my friend. Keep it respectful. Oh my god. Okay, cheat. Why is he playing this so fast? Let's go 95. Not sure if we want to get the light squared bishop. Saba, who you got at the World Cup? What are your predictions? Actually, let's take a look at the and make a bracket like a fantasy bracket. Okay, he doesn't want to give it up. What if we take c6? How does that feel? Does that feel appropriate? This is hanging. Okay, now I was thinking that this pawn on f7 is gonna be somewhat uncomfortable. Smooth the knight back, threatening now a3 and b4. Okay, he moved the knight back, which makes a lot of sense. Stake there. We're getting flagged again. Equal endgame, probably. Not sure who is trying to squeeze what here. Alright. Oh my. Man, I am blind. Bro. That's so frustrating. Bro. Could have taken that guy, bro. Why don't I play bishop versus knight? Alright, I was gonna do the rating climb, but I got too distracted with this match. We're gonna start it shortly, okay? The goal of today's stream is not to just play Blitz. try to go for e5. I think that's going to be unstoppable. What's up, Aglictical? Good to see you. Who's the best in the end games? It's for sure gotta be Magnus, right? I think end games is his bread and butter. Yeah, I am doing actually. What's up? What's up, Anthony? That's the goal here. Okay, I'm doing a rating climb with the one specific opening. I'm gonna get into it here in shortly. Okay, and I'm doing it with the opening repertoire that I have in works. I have an opening course coming, and I posted actually a content page video, so-called, this morning, and today's stream is going to be dedicated doing the rating climb with that specific rating, which is just e4. Keeping it simple. First move e4. And going for the Italian. But the main catch is I'm gonna be doing two sorts of Italian. One aggressive and one more solid. Okay, we're threatening bishop b5 right now, which I think our opponent overlooked. But he's gonna do c4. Takes c3. Oh, he didn't. Queen cannot take because there's a checkmate. If rook, yeah, I was looking at that. Finally, we get one win. Man, I hate that. When they leave after you win one game. Maya Dali, you were asking why did I not trade my knight for the bishop? I should have traded my knight for the bishop. E4 pawn really close. My Joy no say. Yes, I have all the Grandmasters North, Joy. More than needed, actually. I have 4. So I just need my rating to cross over 2800. I mean 2500. Alright, I'm gonna play Omid Safai and Aglictical. Or Agilitical. And then we're gonna start a regular scheduling with yeah, Costco gang, Gebs. That's not MVL, but he's the biggest French streamer. Alright, Omid, in the description you can see the challenge link, how to challenge me. So if you wanna send the challenge, you can. Yeah. Gebs, where are you from? The hydrates. Egypt. All right. We shall get started. Here, Najafi Chess wants to play one game. Let's go, my friend. E4. I'll play E5. Knight F3, Knight F6. This is going to be my recommendation for this series, okay? The Petrov defense. I know you... Some of you might be saying, ah, boring, boo. But... this is the opening real men play. And women. Anyone that try to get better at balanced chess first. Okay. Make sure we don't have any weaknesses. Now I'm gonna bring the knight in. Then potentially to e6 or g6. Do we go this way or this way? Let's go g6. What's the time here? It's 8:30 p.m. Okay, I think this bishop had to retreat back to this diagonal, because in these positions, this b2 h2 b8 h2 diagonal is very important. Okay, it's one of the key pieces. Okay, now maybe we can try going bishop here and then queen d6, setting up the battery. Oops. Setting up the battery on this diagonal. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Knight f4, that's okay. I'll go queen. Man, I can't draw arrows today. I'll go queen, put the queen on this diagonal to apply the pressure on h2 square. Now knight g6 we can take back. There is no bishop f4 because we have 2 attackers there. g3 is also not possible because the pawn is hanging. So, alright, bishop g5 was understandable. Straight, okay, that's also reasonable. Okay, now what do we do? Now let's reroute this knight to attack the bishop. Oh, bishop g3 is a threat now. Ooh. That's actually a pretty big threat. So I think I will go actually for the trades here. I'll just trade. Let's see if white wants to trade. I was hoping that I would build this endgame play based on the fact that this bishop is bad. But I think now this bishop can come back in the game with c4. With the bishop. Then we can step on d file, so I do not mind this. However, I'm not able to bring the king immediately in the game, so I guess that's the downside of it. Probably gonna go knight f4, maybe try to bring the bishop in the game. And somehow build the play around the isolated pawn. Okay, right now this pawn was hanging, so we had to defend it. But most likely I'm gonna play f6 to kick the knight away, maybe bring the bishop. Alright, he decided to trade, which gives us a bishop pair. Now probably knight and bishop is not too far away. Let's attack this pawn. Force him to play d4. Now we can try maybe get the king in. g4. He doesn't want to let us in. Okay, let's play g5. Okay, now I think that is going to be very unpleasant. Now we're gonna pin this knight very uncomfortably because look at my both bishops. So now that's a dead knight right there. Let's go for this pawn now. Check. Good game, Omid. Good game, bro. Those bishops, yeah, dominated kinda, right? But it was still a good game. Right? Nice music, Habibi. Yo, my man John is... Let's go, John. John, are you in the chat? Let's go E5. Oh, he's playing his Vienna Gambit. That's my student. Okay, Queen F3. We probably take on C3. And go just bishop e7 if d takes c. Okay, let's bring the second bishop in. Then we gotta bring the knight out to d7 most likely, and then we'll see which side we want to castle, short or long. That's usually the question in these positions. I think I'll start with knight d7 to put the pressure on the e5 pawn. I'm a little worried actually going long castle, so probably do that, and then queen b6. Let's see now which side does white want to castle, and I actually have a subliminal threat here, pawn to c4 to trap this bishop on d3. So okay, he saw that. Okay, let's go queen b6. Oh yeah, I see, Jonathan. All right, let's go long castle. Yo, Omid, I started next game too quick. Let me finish this game, and then we can talk about what you did wrong. Okay, possibly. John, what happened, bro? What happened with the e5 pawn? And what happened with castling? You gotta castle one side or the other. You gotta castle somewhere. Alright, let's open the position up here. Okay, he didn't fall for it. Because I wanted to bring my... If it takes bishop d4, I had... Oops, I had bishop b4 check there. I guess now what? Now do we just double up? Maybe f5, I don't know. So the knight doesn't get in the game. Now defend this pawn. It still got in the game. Okay, rook was hanging, so I moved the rook away. You know what? I'm gonna stop this music. For d4, I think I can take d4, sacrifice the queen, just because we can, and then we're gonna get it back with bishop h2 and rook d4. Tactics, man. Now we gotta clean it up. Now we just gotta clean it up. Okay. Good game. Good game, John. GG's. Before blundering the pawn on e5, I think you were doing fine, right? Yeah, I think this is a fine position. Apparently, instead of b3 even, you should go knight f5. Apparently, this is the best. If I take there, I guess you take here first, and then king d8, short castle, and you have a lot of initiative. Here, knight f5. That's a good move. I have to play bishop f8, which is not an easy move to find. You know. And apparently still after castle here, knight f5. Knight f5 and bishop f8. This is an unclear game. Apparently knight d6 takes, pawn takes. And who knows who's better here. Nice game, nice game. Nice game, John. Yo. Bro, Timbo. Timbo. What's going on, bro? Life is good? How are you? Of course, John. Of course. Thank you, man. Good to see you. Timbo. What you got going, man? How is life? Блять. Tell us what happened in the bushes, Saba. Omi, do you still out there? Because you asked me, I think, what you did wrong, right? And I was gonna tell you what I think you did wrong. Oh. Honestly, until the end game, it was kind of equal. So really, I think somewhere here, just pushing these pawns. Probably somehow you gotta get the king in the game, activate the king. So what this showed me was like you probably want to work on endgames. Now, how do you work on endgames? Um, it's another question. Maya, send it in, man. Send it in. He was camping with Garen waiting for an unwitting victim. It's going, it's going. Thank you, Timbo. Have you been staying up to date with the chess world, or not so much? Have you been playing yourself a little? And other than chess, what's good? Maya, which one are you here? Which account are you? Maya Dali? Okay. Alright. E4. C5. Knight F3. On D6, my recommendation in the course is delay the lopping. Pawn to C3. They go Knight F6. We play H3. Taking here is not good because we're going to go here, check, and take the knight. Okay. Now we're going to defend this E4 pawn with the bishop. Then we're going to attack it back. Short castle. D4. We're ready to control the center. And life is good, basically. We're going to stop the pawn from playing B4. We're going to play knight C3. And now we have all our pieces standing nicely. Center nicely. Let's put the bishop here. Screaming 6 a.m. in the morning in the bushes, from the bushes. Alright. And that would have been a scene, I think. Alright, you know what? We need a blackboard, bro. We need a blackboard. That's what we need. Aggressive Italian. That's going to be it. This was not Italian, but our opponent did not play. Our opponent didn't play E5, so it couldn't have been Italian. All right, now we have finished the first phase of the opening. Next, we want to get our major pieces in the game. And then we gotta try to go for E5, and now we're ready to launch. Good stuff. Okay, we take back. Now we're attacking the queen and the knight. Knight goes to D5, I think. Queen E4 probably. Or do we take first? What do you guys think about that? Do we take on D5? Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it. It's for sure been hard. You excited for the World Cup? For the World Cup then? Let's go knight this way and potentially... I actually forgot this pawn was hanging. Not sure if it changes much. Thank you, Timbo. I appreciate it, man. Truly. And it's great seeing you. You know what? Let's try to be cute. Bishop h6. Let's try to confuse some our opponent. Okay. They folded. They folded instantly under pressure. Okay, now let's kick the knight away. I'm okay giving up this pawn in order to keep that knight there. Now let's try to trade bishops. This knight temporarily is going to be locked in, I think, in the corner there. Let's invade with one rook first. Then we're gonna bring in the other one. Okay, that's hanging. Let's do this then. Let's attack this guy. Uh-oh, okay. Let's take there. Then we're gonna take on g7. Then we're gonna invade with the other rook. We are a little low on time, so we have to worry about that a little. But I don't see it. I don't see black surviving here. Hey, that is... Nice game. Wyatt, good game, man. I think you played a little too passive. Yeah, after bishop h6 was not serious. You could have just gone... Oh yeah, bro. The Wolves be playing Lakers today without Luka. Huh? Watch out. Austin Reeves going for another 50-point game. Oh my. Hold on. Why this not working? Okay, there we go. I've been Mauriceing. I didn't understand. I was gonna check the scores. What do you think of Nico? What do you think of Rockets this year? Aggressive Italian in the pepperoni outfit. Yes. 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 Now you see my vision. No, it was basketball. Gibbs. It's basketball, man. All right, cool. Cool. Gibbs, you're next in line. Or shall I continue with? All right, let's do it. Let's do it. You want to send in the challenge? Nah, you gotta challenge me, bro. Saba, I thought you were strong, bro. Sleep is for the weak. Give me your prediction for the World Cup. Who's winning it? Later, bro. Have a good sleep. Leko is playing for real? Alright, against C4. C4. Let's balance the center. Nothing fancy. Okay, E6 and D5. Okay, make sure we do the likes and all the good stuff on YouTube, okay? Help the help the algorithm. Okay, I'm gonna go short castle. Takes back, C takes, E takes D5. This is technically a good thing for us because now we can double off the bishop immediately. It's not stuck inside the pawn chain. Okay, I would like to gain a little more space. Watching on two devices. That's what I call dedication. Thank you, 11s. Thank you. Alright, we got some space in the center here. Probably gonna try to bring in the knight out next. Let's see how white is gonna choose to balance this. Maybe they go like knight c3. Okay, let's bring the knight out. Knight here. Now, I think I can gain a little more space with if I was to push the pawn to d4. Now when knight moves away, I think I'm gonna go knight d5, attack the bishop on f4. Yeah. Spicy meatballs. I actually had Swedish meatballs for lunch and for dinner yesterday. Then leftover lunch for today. Alright, let's defend this pawn. Bring in the rook on the c file, getting ready for b4, I think, because I wanted to play b4. Oh, still b4. But now I can take and this pawn is defended. That's gotta be a sacrifice. Okay. We shall accept the sacrifice. Next, I'm probably gonna try to bring the bishop here on d5. Make sure my pieces are secure. Secure and well defended. Loose pieces get lost. Loose pieces get lost. Okay, so I want to make sure my pieces are not loose. kick the knight away, maybe with bishop b3 next. Or you know what? Let's go b5 actually. And launch this pawn. Not allow knight to come to c4. Alright, then start pushing this a pawn. Knight d1. Okay, he wants to take here. Rook b4. So I'm gonna defend that with the queen. Now that knight is not a happy camper. If it could talk, it wouldn't be happy. That's for sure. Good game. Good game, Gibbs. A good game, man. Little too passive. Okay, again, you guys strike in the center, man. Take charge of the center here with d4. You're playing with white. Okay, you have a lead in development. Use it. You know, I play these positions with white also quite a bit, so I'm very familiar how fast it can go wrong. So I think usually giving black that much space in the center is not a good idea. Okay, you want to balance it. Sounds a goodio. Yeah, then you got squeezed. All right, boys and girls, I am ready. So here is the plan. Okay, last time we played a bunch of games. If you remember, stream 2 days ago, we played a bunch of games on the opening course that I have made. Complete, or I called it Healthy Chess Repertoire Series. Okay, it's been a long time coming. I've been working on this for a long time, but then I put it on the pause, and now I'm back, and I finally started pushing it out. I have most of my files ready. If you're gonna be wanting PGN, so you can copy and paste in your library, or just get the link off the library immediately. We can do that. Okay, so that will be all on YouTube. Chess coach Andras, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the raid. Thank you for bringing your people over. Hope your stream went well. Thank you very much, and thank you for entrusting me with your people. Okay, much appreciated. Much appreciated, my friend. To all my people, we gotta make sure that we check out Chess Coach Andras. I don't think he needs an introduction, but in case for some reason you are living under the rock, Chess Coach Andras is one of the most instructive creators out there. Okay, so make sure we follow him on here and on YouTube. Okay, later. Later, Andras. And on YouTube, he has a lot of instructional content on YouTube as well. Okay, we actually played the crazy game recently, which I have it posted on YouTube. So make sure you check that out as well. We are doing the rating climb, rapid rating climb. I was saying, for all the new people, I am International Master Zura, and it's very nice to have you here. I am joining in from Dallas, Texas, so it is about 9 p.m. here. Now, what are we doing? We are doing rapid games. Okay, I was explaining as Andras did the raid. Last time I played a solid Italian against all rating ranges, starting from 400 to 2200. What's up, Vishnu? 400 to 2200. Now, that was mainly just the mainline Italian. Now I'm gonna mix it up a little bit with the aggressive Italian. Okay, playing people in the range from about 1,000 to 2,000 probably. Okay, I have a goal of playing like 5 games. Okay, 5 games with white mainly. So that's what we're gonna do right now. JDM, what's going on? And all the new people joining in. Okay, guess what? I am actually just going to pick a. I want to pick the rapid games here so I can talk about it and explain it. Let's play a 10-minute game. Let's play a 10-minute game. Not quite 2,400, bro. Damn, rapid games be going fast. Rapid games be going out fast. All right, Amador. Rated 1,000. Okay, first game we start with black, but I guess we'll have to take it. My recommendation for this repertoire for black is actually Petrov defense. Keeping it simple. You don't have to worry about memorizing 5 different openings after you play knight c6. So my recommendation is let's start with knight f6. You attack our pawn on e4, we attack your pawn on e4. My opponent is asking me why are we matched up. Pawn to d3 to defend the pawn on e4. Now we can bring the other knight out. So relatively passive way of playing. Now let's get the bishop out to all the good squares. So the major thing is keeping it simple. Okay, at this level I would say under 1,500 you just want to keep it simple. Okay, you just want to develop all your pieces on good squares. Do not make too many moves with the same pieces. Get all your pieces involved in the game and castle. Okay, this is probably one of the most ideal setups that you can get from here. All right, now we have brought all our pieces in the game. The only piece that has not been activated is this light square bishop. So let's bring that light square bishop to g4. Okay, they do the same thing to pin our knight. Usually when they pin your knight, h6, immediately kick it away. Now, normally you would be asking yourself, do I want to trade minor pieces here? Since the position is closed right now, there are no open files, knights are better pieces, so I do want to trade. And then, in fact, I'll also land on d4. This is called an outpost, okay? When the piece cannot be attacked with any of the opponent's pawns, that is called an outpost. Okay, now our queen is under attack, so let's retreat it back and then kick this knight away. So this square on d5 is also very comfortable for the knight, right, on d5, but it can be kicked out with the pawn. So that means that d5 is not an outpost right now. We can attack it with the pawn. d4 cannot be attacked with the pawn, any of the white pawns, right? So for that reason, d4 is an outpost. All right, let's kick that away right now. They want to, I think, trap our bishop with b4. So I'm gonna do that, and now I'll play a5 to stop white from playing b4. Wow, white plays b4 anyways. I mean, I just played a5, my friend, to stop you from playing b4, but they played it anyways. Okay, now they are folding. The knight was under attack. This is not going to defend it because we can first trade queens and then take it. Now this pawn on the b file is extra, so I'm gonna start running it to the queen, which I think is going to be very hard to stop. Let's go all the way, one by one. Actually, playing rook b8 probably would be a little better. Let's push it more. I'm assuming rook is gonna block it, and now let's bring the rook to support it. Yeah, that is, I think, GG's. That was a good game. Good game, Amador. All right. Okay, next. Here's what I'm gonna do next, actually. Okay. Okay, how about I wanna play white specifically. So what if I just send in the challenge like that? Mr. Gamer Boy Jacob. Okay, it's no, not 3 minutes, bro. I wanted to play 10 minutes. You already sent it? Oh, blundering pawns. That's you. That's you, my man. Wait. Zura ability is currently playing? What does it mean? I'm not playing. Wait, hold on. Can you... Let's do 5 minutes. Oh, Vishnu, I thought that was you, man. I don't see it. I don't see it. Okay, let's do it. So e4 on c6. Oh, wishes number 1. Okay, let's go the advanced Caro-Kann. That is my recommendation on the Caro-Kann defense. On c5, I take knight to c6, knight f3 to defend this e5 pawn. What this modern system is about, mainly, we gotta understand which pawn to keep, the c5 pawn or the e5 pawn. Normally, I think it's preferred to keep the c5 pawn, but it also depends how black plays, obviously. So knight e5, now we check here, and I think the move is c4. Then we're gonna try to get the knight out on c3 and put the pressure on this d5 pawn. Oh my god, I thought I blundered. I don't think that's a blunder, right? I have either castle or rook d1. I forgot knight e7. I think on knight e7 the move is, I forgot actually what the move is, but now we want to take there. Do we go long castle? What do we think? Takes, knight takes, right? Or do we go long castle or do we go short castle? Okay, I think at this point, long castle looks too fun to pass on. So I'm gonna go long. Got a lot of pressure on the center here, a lot of pressure on the d5 pawn. We wanna bring the other rook to e1. Let's go. I think we can take that. And the point being that if knight takes, queen takes b5, but we can take it. There's no queen b5 because that's a checkmate. So I think we're just threatening a checkmate. If knight takes, queen b5, queen d7 is a checkmate. Queen b5, knight f6 or knight c7 is a checkmate. And what else? I think that's about it. That's about it. Bishop g7. Yeah, I was expecting that move. Now we can take on e7. That looks pretty good. Bishop takes c6 looks pretty good. Knight takes f6 actually is also looking pretty good. So knight f6, bishop f6, queen takes f6. We're threatening queen h8 checkmate. Castles, bishop takes c6, knight takes c6, bishop takes h6, and there is no defending the checkmate on g7. Or is there? Queen c5 check, king b1, queen e5. Let's see. So knight f6, bishop f6, queen f6, castles. Bishop takes, knight takes. Okay, I guess we have to go and move like king b1 first. All right, let's do that. Check. Takes. Now we're threatening a checkmate there. So we can do two things. One is, so we want to go this move, right? But knight is gonna come here. So maybe we go g4 or we go rook d. Oh no, rook d5, knight d5. What am I talking about? Here, here, here. Ah, never mind. Queen c5, queen e5, and again defends it. All right. What about takes here? Knight takes. So if I go bishop h6, queen c5 check, king b1, queen e5, and then I can go to g7. But maybe I can go king b1 immediately to make sure my king is secure, and then we can go bishop 8. Ah. He took with the pawn, man. What are you doing? He took with the pawn. You could just take there or play bishop d4. I think I'm a little blind. All right. Let's reroute. Yeah, bishop d2, bishop c3 idea was also there, I think. You're probably right. Yeah, you're right. Oh man, time situation. I didn't realize, bro. Whew. Yo, Jacob, GG's, good game. Where are you from? Yeah, there were for sure multiple ways. Rook to d5 was brilliant. And Fontaine. Where, my friend? Rook d5, you mean when the knight was on e7? Of course, bro. Alright, let's go. Let's go, Vishnu. Everything good? Everything good. Everything good, my friend. 1-2. Alright, bishop d7. What's the theory here? I'm not sure what the theory is, so I'm just gonna keep it simple. Zant, welcome, my friend. Queen b6. All right, it's castle. You mean French? You mean you don't know lines for French? Let's try bring the knight to c2 to secure our pawn on d4. All right, next I think I'm gonna try to. Do we take this bishop or not? He is too aware to blunder a trick like that, a cheap trick like that. Okay, still, let's get the bishop out. We were threatening the Greek gift sacrifice on h7, but our opponent saw it. Okay, now I guess the knight is going to come to f5. Is now a good time to get the bishop, or we don't care about the dark square bishop? I think we care about the dark square bishop. Oh, the knight takes. Knight takes, we could, I think we win something here, no? What? Yeah, because now we are going to be attacking the rook and the bishop on d7, both with the tempos. Plus, if rook moves away, then the knight is hanging on e7. Okay, so it's going to be a problem. Basically, like knight takes here, probably queen takes d3 simple. Keep it simple. Welcome to all the new viewers. Good to see everyone. Hope you're having a good evening. I am joining from Dallas, Texas. Oh, man. I think you forgot about the bishop. The Greek gift. GG's. Vishnu. I think this is Awetics line, right? Awetics line. One of my students played this also, this a6. Yeah, no, I think this a4 is nothing that special, but it's yeah, bishop on b4 feels a little off. I think knight e7 and knight f4 probably first, no? Knight e7 bring the knight to f4, and then Yeah, because I think this seemed a little unpleasant already here. Apparently, after queen b4, I have bishop d2. And then we can go knight g4, g5. So this is a toast. All right. I am going to also I'm gonna post my YouTube on Twitch. And guys, I started posting the video series on the whole new repertoire, okay? White e4, first move e4. So you should check it out on my YouTube channel. All right, I'll be playing the now continuing. I'll be playing some of those lines. Yeah, taking on b4 and then bishop g5, bishop d2 was good, right? Okay, so one more. You want to do one more? And then I'm gonna go back to. Are you good? You good? All right, let's continue then. Let's continue. That was. I wanna play with a white. The first game was in the range of 1,000. Right now, let's. Oops, that was a 3-minute game. I wanna play like 5-minute game. I think 5 minutes is a good time. 10 minutes is too much, man. All right, 1300. Let's see. We start with e4. Hopefully they play pawn to e5. Please play e5. Okay, they go for the Scandinavian. On the Scandinavian, we take. When queen takes, we bring the knight out while attacking. Queen e5, a terrible move because now that is a check, but it's gonna waste another time. In the opening, you do not want to bring the queen out early. Okay, especially like this early because it's gonna get attacked and you're gonna waste a lot of your time. Now you have to move all the way back, and then we can bring the knight out. We're threatening bishop g5 to trap the queen right now. So okay, he plays h3. You can go short castle. I think our opponent might be stream sniping, but that is totally fine. Let's get the bishop here. Knight next to attack the pawn potentially. Elate. Ela dead Xol. Alright, so black has made 8 moves and not a single piece has been developed. This is what we're talking about. Okay, get all your pieces in the game. Okay, imagine being in the war and fighting with one of your soldiers only. That's a crazy thought, right? So basically you're doing the same thing. Okay, if you're not bringing all your pieces in the game. Okay, now we're ready, I think, to launch some attack there, but I'm gonna try to keep it simple. Okay, bring the queen to this side of the board so we can attack it. Now, do we start immediately queen g3? We can sacrifice, think of the sacrificing already, to be honest. We can also think of going knight e4, takes queen e4. But I would like to keep it simple again. Let's bring the queen to g3, put it on the g file, so we're threatening bishop takes h6 next. Do grandmasters calculate non-forcing moves? Asks Ronnie on YouTube. That's a very good question, my friend. You should, if you think, so it's active moves, right? Checks, captures, and threats. You definitely have to. consider first two. Now, non-force, technically, attack is not a non-forcing move, right? So yes and no. Okay, Ronnie. If you think it matters, if naturally something catches your attention, most likely it's because of a reason. So in that case, you do want to calculate that. But if you're looking for a formula for the non-forcing moves, there is not really one. Okay, right now we can capture on g6 with a lot of things, so I think we'll take it with the bishop to completely expose the king, and now look at that poor king. All right, who can see the mate in two? I'm gonna give this a minute here to think about it. Can you guys see mate in two? Yo, thank you for the follows to all the new people. Kipriamin, Gwen, Latte. Double check, bishop takes pawn on f7. Well, then king takes f7 and king escapes. Okay, but close enough. We're gonna go it from h7. Double check, so black doesn't have time to capture any of them. Okay, knight cannot capture it also because there is a check. And next we're gonna pre-move queen g7 check and mate. Can people get to the grandmaster level after 20? Yes, Ronnie, if you are willing to spend enough time to the game, if you are willing to dedicate enough time, yes, you can. And there had been examples of that. Very few examples, but still, there had been some examples of people accomplishing that. Okay, so it's about how bad you want it. Tukmakov started very, very late. Exactly. Vladimir Tukmakov. And Valery Chekhov was another one. I think Valery Chekhov started playing when he was 19, I believe. I know Tukmakov also started late. Yes, I've heard about it. But you do gotta be willing to spend a lot of time on it. Okay, think of it as like probably about like 10,000 hours. All right, Siddhartha. Good game, my friend. I think he... Okay, let me choose someone lower rated so I can test my... Let's go. Oh man, we're playing with black. Tacit. Okay. Still play e5. Knight f3. I am suggesting us, and in my opening courses, that is out. And if you want to get it, you gotta join my school group. Okay, join my school group. It is free at the moment for a few more days, where I will also have PGNs for you. Okay, if you want to add it to your library, wherever you see, and learn your PGNs. Okay, you're gonna be able to do that as well. Now, this is actually a blunder because, well, not a blunder, but it's a mistake. We can take knight e4, and if knight takes back, we go d5, and we're gonna fork these two guys. Maybe 10 minutes was a little too long, huh? Alright, bishop goes here to attack it. We'll take the knight. We probably take it, and let's go queen d5 to defend and attack both of them, actually. Defend the c3, attack both knights. Queen h5. This is defended, so I believe that has to be a mistake. Now we could probably just kick this guy away. with g6. Actually, it would be easier to play something like that, like bishop d6 probably. Right now he wants to get in here. We could go here, or we could go here to attack the queen. I think if queen moves back, then we can go bishop d6. That was my plan all along. So Ronnie, do you play? I assume. What? How old are you? All right, he decided. Nah, bro. I'm dropping a piece. That's a trouble. That's a trouble, he says. That's a big trouble, he says. Okay. Name PJ. Ah. It's the Caro-Kann defense. Okay, against the Caro-Kann, we go d5. And advance Caro-Kann. We gain the space. Okay, you give space, we take it. So both against French defense and against Caro-Kann defense, we take the center. We push the pawn forward. When they play something like that, we take that pawn too. Then we defend our pawn because they wanted to take our e5 pawn, right? So we defend it. Now we play c3. This is the key move. We're setting up the trap here if they take. Okay. So now they wanted to take this pawn. So we're going to play the bishop to defend it. Now they will go for the e5 pawn, most likely. We're going to check the king, force the knight back. And then we're going to hit them with c5, c4. After that, we're going to bring the knight out. What's a realistic rating one can achieve after 3,000 hours on chess? What's the trap if they take the... well, one-third. You got to think of it this way, man. There are a lot of young players that get to this. Like, you see 10 years old and like 11 years old getting to like international master levels. I think d4 here, I can go long castle and now pin the pawn on the d file. Okay, yes, e5, and that does make sense here. But is that going to be enough? Let's see. Do we go knight d5? Or bring in the rook first? Let's bring in the rook first. Now, I want to sacrifice something in the center here, like take on d4 and then probably like go knight d5 or go like knight d4 and knight d6. Because once I open the position up here, this king is going to be in a lot of trouble. So I'm assuming, let's start with, how should we start? Let's start with bishop c6 actually. Oh, he takes with the pawn. Now, then we can take this pawn on d4. And this is going to be the... Guys, this is why you castle. This is why you try to castle as fast as you possibly can. Okay, so your king does not get stuck in the center just like this. Now if they take back, we take on c6 and it's going to be a lot of trouble. Okay, because this knight is pinned, so knight cannot capture it. Okay. And we're gonna win a lot. Well, It's almost checkmate. Queen d7 is going to be the only move. Okay, he didn't do that. Now we'll take it all. And then probably put the bishop here to... Okay, we could bring the bishop on d6, or we could bring the knight out. I think knight makes a lot more sense, because once the knight goes to d6, that's going to be some very heavy material loss. You feel me? My opponent is asking me, like, where are you streaming? Okay, let's bring the bishop back, I guess, because I want to set the knight d6 up. If I play queen f6, okay, he's not gonna capture, obviously. Alright, let's try bishop c3 back. I'm trying to set up for something aesthetic. Alright, that's not very aesthetic. It's not very aesthetic, but still. Let's take it. Good game to my opponent. Alright, Lecky Nam, let's go. Okay, let's play a few more games of rapid. I want to play a little more rapid. But man, no one plays Italian. I made the name. I want to try the aggressive Italian, but no one plays E5. Ah, how do I get to play with white? I want to play with white. Okay, let's go. Oh man, no one plays E5, huh? Everyone plays Caro-Kann nowadays. So I guess my course has been focusing on the wrong thing. Everyone plays Caro-Kann. Everyone is the Lewy influenced, huh? Yo, Jacob, yeah, you can play another one. Bishop g4. Now I think that drops something else here, no? Okay, I guess let's take it. Everyone plays Caro-Kann, huh? Okay, take back queen e5. Probably just block it with the bishop, because now we're threatening there. Okay, they do want to take this pawn. Do we give it to them? Do we give that pawn, or do we defend it? Or go a move like this, queen b3, but queen b3 is gonna allow... Oh, we have a check though. Nah, I think I'm gonna try to keep it simple. I did blunder knight d4 right now, actually. But they didn't play it, so I guess we are fine. Maybe let's try to attack the knight on c6. Then we're gonna try to bring the knight out. Next, then bishop out. to attack the queen. This is, I think, what? What? I was gonna say this is a lot of trouble already, because then if queen goes to d6, I'm bringing the like rook to d1. That was funny. That was funny. Bro realized immediately what happened. Texts me. Would the knight to d4 have lost the bishop? It was losing something, but it's not completely losing, I think, because I have bishop b5. It's not losing at all, apparently. I have bishop b5 check. If he takes, queen takes b7, attacking the rook and the knight both. And then queen c6 check and rook here. All right. My Twitch people, you gotta make sure you check out my YouTube, man. You gotta check out my YouTube. I am streaming there too, and I'm pushing for. Can we push for 1950? 1950. I think that's reasonable. Hey, we're 1949 right now. We're 1949. Let's go. Max Shorty Shorts. What's going on, Max? Lucky Nam. I think let's go d5. And Chris. Okay, bring the knight on bishop f4, I think. Just gonna bring the bishop out myself. And then attack the center with pawn to c5. Let's go here, threaten e5. Okay, now we can take and probably play a6 with the idea of if we go there, we can't go there. He wants to play here. So probably e5 first. Kick the knight away, then we're gonna go b5. Okay. I missed the... He goes to f3. How do we defend this pawn? We go e4. It's actually highly unpleasant. If knight went to g5, I think it would have been unpleasant. Maybe not anymore. Now I think I can bring the bishop also in. Let's go to d3, and then if it takes... bring the rook. Takes, probably just takes back. I don't know. I want to pin this guy somehow, but I don't know how. I guess just simply get the queen over. Probably get it to. Oh, he's gonna do this. He's gonna do this. Maybe we could play knight d5. Actually, I forgot. All right, now knight d5. And the rook's gonna drop. I mean, the knight's gonna drop. Nope, not there. Bishop here. No, it probably takes. And knight d4, now queen. Or the c file. Is that... Yeah, we could just take there, and they resign because we can take and take there. So that's GG's. That is GG's. Wow, man, Lakers are up against Timberwolves without Luka. How crazy is that? Okay, no one is playing Italian against me, so I think I'm gonna play a little more just Blitz, regular Blitz. Try to get my rating up before taking off. Alright, but check my YouTube, check my school group. I'm gonna be having group classes starting next week, and you can still join the group for free. Once the groups get started, then it's most likely not gonna be free anymore. All right, now I'm gonna get back to let's play a little more. Let's play a little more. 3 minutes. I'm gonna play in my rating range. De Beers, e4, okay, e5, knight c6, bishop c4. I recommend developing the knight. h6, covering knight g5. max lunge attack, and then d6. On a4, do we go g5? Yeah, let's go g5, g4. Talking about the aggressive Italian. I gotta stand by my word. Knight h4. Now, on knight h4, I think I can take here though, right? No? I can take here. This is more of a zesty Italian. Let's go all the way. Let's go all the way. Now what? Now what? Do we push it? Do we push it all the way? Bruh. Yeah, actually, I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Let's keep it. Let's go all the way. So I'm gonna play bishop d7 one, so I can go long castle. I wanna make sure there is nothing like fancy happening here. All right, now let's talk. So on this, I think let's take. Oh, he's gonna take here. It's okay. We're gonna defend the pawn on d4. Retreat the queen to h5. Queen b3. What is queen b3 threatening? Is there a threat? I don't see a threat. Do we take this guy? Yeah. Why not? Oh, there's bishop d6 is a threat. I think that's what the threat was. Oh, I gotta be careful actually. Once I take here, so let's say he goes queen b4. Okay, I have to take here. Now I gotta be careful. Knight d6 is a threat. Knight d6. It's a big threat, so I have to stop that. Probably like this. Because originally I was gonna go queen b5 or pawn to d5, but that drops multiple things. I'm expecting check now. I'm gonna slide the king, then I wanna bring the rook to e8. Rook e8 actually traps the queen, doesn't it? Yeah, I think it does. Castling is overrated? Who said that? Alright, let's bring the rook. Queen goes all the way, probably b3. Left hand what? Dead PS? What do you mean, my friend? What do you think I'm doing right now? Alright, let's take straight rooks. Take this pawn and enjoy extra. Yo, what's up, Arctic Beer? Oh yeah, who was the victim? Who was the victim? Let's take this pawn. And it's now time to push. Oh wow. Did I almost blunder this? Or do I still promote? I think luckily for me I still promote. but it was pretty funny. Hey, you beat Li Fong? Cheers, man. Okay, Ali Canelia. Unrated player 2850. No, this music is not doing it. Elevator music is not doing it. E4, E5. Let's bring the knight out. Ah, 4 knights. I despise this line. Is 1700 good for 11 years old? Okay, let's go back. Depends, my friend. Depends on the ambition of a kid. I would say yes, it is good. Okay. But I also know some people are a lot more ambitious than others. In my book, it's good. If you're trying to be a prodigy, then probably not so good. But if you are 11 years old, my friend, use it as a motivation. You know, don't think about rating. Think about how to keep getting better. How to make sure you keep getting better. Okay, I think we can take there and then take here, no? Or did I miss something? Because I thought if knight moves somewhere else here. Yeah. Okay, he didn't move the knight. Oops, almost blundered. Almost. All right, let's go queen back. Who do we think is better here? Okay, we want this pawns, one of the pawns now. I think we're gonna win one of them back. I want that pawn. I don't know why we're going there, but here we are. Whew. What's up, Roku? What's up, Roku? We got the dub and got closer to 28. Okay, let's defend the pawn. This is actually a friend of mine who is also who also resides in Dallas, where I reside. We go knight to e5 or pawn to e4. Let's probably go pawn to e4. And then probably knight e5. Maybe let's attack this pawn. Bishop f for c5. I thought we can go d5 if you play c5. I thought. This has to be somewhat good, no? Nothing much. Going to local chess cafe this weekend. So I've been practicing my Caro-Kann. Another Caro-Kann player. Jig jig jig. What's up? Do we take here, there? Where do we take? Probably here. This looks a little suspicious, no? Okay. Loose pieces get lost, as they say, so... Let's try take this one. Actually, this is probably unpleasant. I can probably go f4, so I don't think I mind. So on that, I was thinking I'll probably just take this guy and go back. Bishop f3, okay. Let's make sure we secure this knight with pawn to a4. Knight e4. Can we go queen d5? It's one way to stop it, no? I could also go this way actually. Let's kick the knight away. Okay. Check. Good game. That was a good game, huh? That was a nice win. Okay, let's see. That was well played indeed. Okay, now I think next I'm gonna try to go. I was gonna say I'm gonna go knight g4 next, and then he shuts it down immediately. Let's play there. Bring the rook in. Bishop back. All right. Now what? Okay. Maybe trade the knights here. What is he threatening here? Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to sacrifice, if I'm allowed to sacrifice. Let's go. It's too much of a temptation. Too much to resist. Let's check. We have what, 2 pawns at the moment, right? Like much better. I don't know about much better, but I feel good. So takes the e4 anything, but bishop c5. You have to and bunch of stuff hanging here. I think I'm gonna take this and probably put the bishop there. Now we're threatening to take there. Yeah, I think something's gonna go down here. Something's gonna get lost. Yeah, that's a queen. That something is going to be a queen. That something's gonna be a queen. I think Sergey looks a little. Sergey looks a little rust. Oh, I was gonna play Rook C1. That was an unfortunate mouse slip. How can we make the best out of it here? D5, knight there, bishop there, pawn goes here now, right? No. But then that pawn knight is hanging in the corner there. So let's see. C5, really? All right. Do I mind this? Do I mind this? Should have, I guess. I should have, but I didn't. Good night, Irena. You're you're out. You're off to sleep, David. Have a good night, my friend. I'm also not staying for too long, probably. Let's do some trades. The bishop back, then I'll probably bring the rook in. Let's bring the king. Yeah. have no idea who is queening first or what's going on. Wow. Somehow I queen. King has to go on f6, queen f8, check, queen f1. Wow. That was very lucky. Queen takes d4. Yo, Lorenzo, what's up? I know, bro. That was a wild game. That was a crazy game. But thank you. Am I in trouble now? Right, right back in trouble. Right back in trouble. Trouble world. Maybe here. Takes on c3 and castle or what? Yeah. c4. Okay, let's get the rooks connected. Ah. Ah. Bruh. I hate blunders like that. Like simple stuff. What do you mean what I'm doing? Bisquick. Nice name, Bisquick. Bisquick. I think he's worried that if takes, I go knight g4. So he moves the bishop in a very awkward spot. I don't think I actually have a legitimate threat here. Oh, I see. Yes, yes, my friend. No, I didn't take it offensive. Don't you worry. Yeah, I'm playing. I was doing the rapid climb earlier on, but now I'm just playing little Blitz. I know, right? That was insane, honestly. We were gonna flag. Obviously I was gonna play that for the win, but we had like 3 seconds left, so I figured taking a draw made sense there. Yeah, that one was close. F5. Wow. F5. That's a wild move. I guess it works, right? It's a crazy move. Maybe I should have closed actually E5 probably. F4 now also. Wow. What a play. What a play. What do we do here? Like queen d5, queen g4 maybe? What opening do I normally play? I'm glad you asked, my friend. I actually have a course right now out on healthy repertoires with white. I posted the first video of it today. So I play both e4 and d4, but for this course I am recommending e4. How to learn openings? I blundered. Your who? Your what? Your ah? What's that, my friend? What you mean? What you talking about, bro? What you talking about? Alright. Gotta playing very slow. In case anyone didn't notice. I think everyone knows that I'm playing slow. Ah. Should we do chess boxing? Yeah, okay, we lost one. Well, welcome back, my friend. Well, this is actually something else. This came out from Italian, but close enough. B-squeak, versatile. Knight takes first. Knight takes, queen takes. Or just pawn takes. Pawn takes, bishop e3, rook here. Now we gotta take with the knight. F4. No chill. No chill. No gill chill. How to learn openings. How to learn openings, my friend. By watching my videos on YouTube. I posted today the Italian, the video about the Italian. Malvado? Do I remember you? Of course I remember you, my friend. Okay, I think I can take here now. I think he missed something here. ID for point being here, takes here. So the trick is bishop g7, knight takes g3, bishop f8, rook e1 is hanging. Bishop g7, knight takes g3, rook e8, rook e8. If you move the bishop back, I have queen c5, it's a mate. Bishop d4, queen d4. I think he's just gonna take with the queen. Ah. Hold on, hold on. Sorry. Sorry, Sergey. I didn't mean to... I didn't mean to be mean there. I didn't mean to be dirty. It just got dirty. Bishop e6 is the goal here, or what is the goal? What's up, Ife? What's up, bro? You're not sleeping that too much lately, huh? Bro, this was b3 was a terrible, terrible move. Why would I play b3? I kinda don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, that's you, Predator? You changed usernames? What happened here? Yeah, I gotta get rid of the bishops, but I think it's difficult here already, huh? This knight is... Bro, this thing is impossible. This thing is impossible to defend. Like, how do you... Gotta be a little careful, man. Gotta be a little careful, man. As far as you're sure she's not the one. Are you castling there? Yes, I am castling there. Blundered something here. Not sure what, but something has been blundered. I'm all for it. 11. I'm all for it, man. I am looking to hurt someone, I guess you could say. Ah! Okay, we're getting a little tired, huh? Knight f2, right? Probably. That's what I was thinking too. I don't know, man. Shits. Later, alligator. Later, alligator. Maybe I should have gone this way, actually. Because now what? Now I'm kinda stuck here. Later, alligator. Ah, bishop here. I forgot about that move. Now we can go actually either here or here, one of those. Let's make that. Ah, I was gonna say let's make that one uncomfortable, and immediately he made me uncomfortable. It's all covered, right? All right. Let's do the last one. That was clutch, huh? Chess 960? Yeah, yeah. For sure. It is fun. It's a fun format to play for sure. Fun variant to play. It's going to be interesting to see if it's able to establish itself as a mainstream. Let me turn off the light. Let me turn off the. This fan is going crazy. No queen trade. You thought I was gonna trade queens? Oof. It has to be. It has to be. Can't be good. I very highly doubt it. That was fun. Those were some fun games. He promotes to a knight. That's hilarious. That is hilarious, man. He promotes to a knight. I should have just spammed checks. I should have just spammed checks. Sergey. It's a very good practical trick, huh? Alright, boys and girls, I am signing out. So, peep my course, join my school group, and if you're not on YouTube, check out my YouTube. All right. Hope you all have a good rest of your night. David, good seeing you. Ife, good seeing you, man. And all the familiar faces that I am missing. All right, cheers, guys.